cool. So this is lesson 9. We're going to use place value understanding to round multi-digit numbers to any place value. Okay? So last week we were using the vertical number line, which kind of looks like this, right? We were setting up our end point, our top point, and then our midpoint, and rounding numbers to the nearest thousand. Okay, so we're going to do something similar, but we're actually going to kind of ditch the vertical number line today too. So we're going to be doing it without that tool. Okay? All right, cool. So just so we can review, I'm going to go ahead and do this really quick. This is like what we were doing last week, right? So rounding 63,941 to the nearest, we're going to do nearest thousand for right now. Okay? And actually, I am going to have you join me. So if you could flip to the blank whiteboard, flip to your blank whiteboard. Okay, and your dry erase marker. And go ahead and set up just your vertical number line. Draw your vertical number line for me. Yeah, Christian. Oh, thanks, man. Yo. Christian, I only have this one, so you may have to go look in the back to see if there is more. Oh. Fast, friend, fast. We need to bring it 2 math facts every day. Friends, I have one right here that was left last week. It's so unimportant. Oh, that's mine. Is yours? Okay, can someone borrow it for right now? And is that okay? If not, that's okay. You have freedom.
It's alright.
Is that, or did you guys find one?
Yeah.
Found it? Okay, here.
That was mine.
I don't know. Lily said it was hers, and I did find it kind of in the back over there. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That means stop talking. Look up here. Okay. So vertical number line. Everybody should have that on their whiteboard. If you don't have it, go ahead and put it now. All right, great. We're gonna round to the nearest thousand. Okay. Look at the number 63,941. Okay. Think about what number is in the thousands place, not the 10,000s. Okay, but the thousands place. Think about what's in the thousands place. Think about it. Don't say it. When I snap my fingers, tell me which number's in the thousands place.
3.
3. Yes. Correct. Okay. So we're going to be focusing on that 3 for right now. Of course, there's 60,000 added to that as well. So it really is 63,000, right? So the 1,000 below 63,941 is going to be what? Go.
63,000.
Yep, good. Say it with confidence. 63,000. What's our bottom number? Go.
63,000.
Good. Now, add 1,000 to that. Okay, add 1,000 to that. Don't say it. When I snap my fingers, add 1,000 to that. Tell me what it is. 64,000. Good. Questions on how we got our end point and our top point? Okay. Great. Last but not least, we have to find our midpoint before we can actually round. Okay, so we have to find our midpoint. Remember, 5 is our friend. 5 is involved somehow, right? Because we're working with tens of some sort. So 5 is our friend somehow. So it's going to be between 63,000 and 64,000. Okay? So our midpoint, think about it. Think back to Thursday. Ready? Go. What is it?
63,500.
Yes, good. I'm glad you guys know how to do that. Finding the midpoint is the hardest part, but it sounds like you guys are really confident in that. So that's really good. Okay? So is everybody with me so far?
Yes.
Okay. Place our number 63,941. Place it where it belongs on the number line. And then circle either the end point or the top point, whatever it rounds to. Okay? Circle the number that it rounds to. So put a little dot where that number belongs. And then circle what it rounds to. Awesome. Yeah. Good job, guys. Yes. Yes. Love it. Yes, I love it. It's like, woohoo, I found what I round to. It's all exciting. Good. All right. Tell me where to stop. Okay? Tommy, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm waiting until everybody's ready. So I want to hear all 20-something of you say it at the same time. Okay? Tell me when to stop.
Okay. Stop.
Good. Right about here. Okay? So it rounds to 64,000. Okay? All right. Can you do this one? Round to the nearest thousand. Ready, go.
Can we erase the other one?
Of course. Hello. I do, yes. Yeah, perfect. Sure. Does she need her stuff with her? Okay, great. Thanks. Avery, if you could grab your math stuff and put it away. We're gonna go to orthodontist. You can hit it to the front. But you'll come back to school so you can leave your okay? Alright, did you finish?
No.
Guys, come on, get working, don't wait for me. You're doing the next one,
Do you have my math homework ready?
Oh, I do, yes. Thank you for checking. So it's kind of just the same as what we were doing last week, but now we're doing years 1,000, years 10,000, years 100,000. Take it easy. Try it out. If not, maybe we can work on it together tomorrow or something like that, okay? So we're rounding to the nearest 1,000. Find the 1,000 below, find the 1,000 above. Find the midpoint. Put it on the number line. Circle what it rounds to. I love how hard you're working right now, 4th grade. Let's keep it up. You guys are crushing it. All right, cool. St. John. All right, go ahead and look up here. So, what did you put as your end point? Okay, ready, go.
47,000.
47,000, beautiful. Add 1,000 to that, go.
48,000.
48,000, good. Tell me your midpoint when I snap my fingers. Only when I snap my fingers. Tell me your midpoint. Ready, go.
47,500.
Beautiful. Questions so far? You guys have got it? Okay. I'm going to go from down to here. Tell me when to stop. You ready? I'm going to move fast.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. Stop.
There you go. Good. Right about there. Okay. So it rounds down to 47,000. Okay? You guys good on that? Okay, erase your board. Have it totally clear, and then I want you to close it up. Close it up. Salud. All right, if you could look up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful 4th grade. You guys are working super hard today. I like how Isaac kind of put his folder down because maybe he's tempted. Good. Yep, I love it. Adler's looking ready to go. Yes, Elizabeth.
This desk has nothing in it. Can I put my folder in it?
No, just kind of keep it on your desk or something like that, okay? Because not everybody else has that luxury of having like an empty desk, okay? All right, beautiful. So I'm gonna teach you what we're gonna do next, okay? Like what we're doing today, but without, but with moving on to other place values, okay? So we just did rounding to the nearest 1,000, so I'm gonna show you rounding to the nearest 10,000 on the number that we just did, okay? I'm gonna show you with the number line, but know that on your homework you're not really going to be using this. If you need to use it, you can, but we're trying to kind of stray away from that, okay? So 47,261. The 4 is in the 10,000s place, amen?
Amen.
So that means there's 4 40,000 in this number, right? There's 47,000, but if we're focusing on the 10,000s place, there's 40,000, right? So the 10,000 that is below this number is going to be 40,000. Okay? Does everybody see how I found that?
Yes.
If we're rounding to the nearest 10,000, I've got to go to the 10,000 that's directly below the number. Okay? So it's 40,000. Can I wait 1 minute? Is that good? Okay. So then, you know how I was telling you, okay, add one more 1,000, that's your top point. If I added 1,000 to 40,000, what would I get?
41,000.
41,000, okay, which is not what we're looking for, okay? Because our number 47,000 wouldn't even come close on that part of the number line, right? Do you guys see that?
Yes.
All right, so I've really got to add another 10,000, okay? So if I add one more 10,000 to this, what do I get? Go.
50.
Yep, with confidence, you got it. What is it?
50,000.
50,000. Okay? Questions on how I found that?
No.
Okay, Elizabeth, you need your mask on, friend, even if you're fixing your hair. You gotta have your mask on, okay? All right, great. And then I still gotta find my midpoint, okay? Nora, can you wait 1 minute?
Yeah.
Alice, can you wait 1 minute? Okay. So I still gotta find my midpoint. But remember last time we were doing something like 40,500. But is that exactly in the middle between 40,000 and 50,000? No, right? That's way closer to this guy than that guy. So it's not directly in the middle. So that's not going to help me either. So now I've got to find a new sort of midpoint that's going to go right in between. Okay? I want you to talk to your group. What do you think it's going to be? Go.
It's going to be 45,000.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, the grandma. All right, Rayleigh, could you tell me what Michael said? Maybe? Or Michael, could you help him out? Do you remember? Yes, love it, 45,000. Nice job, guys. So, 45,000 is going to be more directly in the middle between 40 and 50,000, right? You can think of it as just 40 and 50, right? Directly in the middle between 40 and 50 is 45, right? And then you just add the 1,000 onto that. Okay, so then I can put my number where it belongs on the number line. So 47,000 means it's going to be above 45,000, so it's somewhere in here, okay? Which means that my number is going to round to 50,000 as the nearest 10,000, okay? So notice when we rounded to the nearest 1,000, okay, it was 47,000. But when we change the direction and we say round to the nearest 10,000, it becomes 50,000, right? I have kind of a trick question for you. Don't say it out loud, okay? Don't say your answer out loud. But, like, is one of these more correct than the other? Don't say an answer.
I don't get it.
So Logan, I see you. We gotta wait 1 minute, okay? So, since we rounded to the nearest 1,000 here, and the nearest 10,000 here, right? There are two different numbers that we rounded to using this same number right here, right? But the question is, we have to ask ourselves, is one of them more accurate than the other? And so we'll talk more about that, I think, tomorrow, or maybe Wednesday. But I just want you to get thinking about it. Like, maybe there are some instances where rounding to the nearest 1,000 is better than rounding to the nearest 10,000. So basically what I'm prompting you for is that we're going to be applying this to real-world situations. And sometimes it's better to approximate a little closer, right? So 47,000 is closer to 47,261 than 50,000 is, right? But sometimes it's better to give like a general estimation of like 50,000. So maybe that's a little too confusing for right now. But just know that we're going to be applying this to real-world stuff. And so we're going to have to think about that. Like maybe it's better to round to a certain place value. Okay? Azul, you may go to the bathroom. And then we'll go from there. Okay, but any questions about what we did? Okay, great. Logan, we go one at a time. Okay, so you're going to be like 4 people from now. Okay, so a lot of people asked during that time. All right, great. So, we know, now we're going to try and move away from the number line, okay? So now we kind of know how to do it with the number line, but we're going to try to move away from it. So this question says between what 2 thousands is 4,333? So we have to think about basically the 1,000 below and the 1,000 above, okay? Somewhere where 4,333 falls, okay? So what's the lower 1,000 that it falls between? Go. 4,000. Good. What's the higher one? Go. 5,000. Okay? And it falls somewhere in between, right? So normally when we do the number line, those would be our end point and our top point, right? And then we would find the midpoint and that sort of thing. But when we're looking at a number and trying to round it without the number line, our brain can still use that trick to find the 1,000 below and the 1,000 above. Does everybody see that? Okay? And then, since we're focusing on 4,000, then we can look to our hundreds place. Okay? I'm going to wait until everybody has caps on markers and they're looking up here. Because if you're stuck on your homework, that's on you. So Isaac, sit up in your chair properly, please. Thank you. Andre, so you close your whiteboard. Okay? There you go. Good. Everybody good to move on?
Yep.
Yeah? Okay. Ready to keep paying attention?
Yes.
All right, great. So, we can look to the place value to the right. Okay, so in this case it's the hundreds place. And that's like what we would use when we were doing the number line. That's what we would use to help us understand where it falls on the number line, right? Is everybody seeing the connection?
Yes.
Okay, so now we're kind of doing the same, we're using the same idea, okay, where we find the 1,000 below, the 1,000 above, and then we use the place value next to it to tell us where it would fall, closest to this one or closest to that one, right? So I'm going to look at 4,333, and I see that 300, right, 300 is pretty close to the lower 1,000. Right? If you're thinking like our midpoint is 4,500, 300 is going to be below that, which means it's closer to the lower 1,000, right? So I just rounded that number to the nearest 1,000 without using a number line, but still using the same thought process, right? Does everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay, so I want you, so I want you on your blank side of your whiteboard, I want you to kind of do what I did. Write the 1,000 below, write the 1,000 above, but don't do the number line, okay? You're not doing the number line, but write what thousands 18,753 belongs between, okay? What thousands? No, notice I didn't say 10,000. I'm still talking about thousands. Okay, what 2,000s does 18,753 fall between? Okay? Write that on your board right now. Think about your own board. Don't look at your neighbors because they might be wrong. Use your own brain. Okay, so what 2,000s? Don't do the number line. Don't do the number line. Do without the number line. What 2,000s does that number fall between?
What, 2,000?
Awesome. All right. What is the lower 1,000 that you put? Go.
18,000.
18,000. And what's the higher 1,000? Go.
19,000.
19,000. And we know that this number falls somewhere between this one and this one. Amen?
Amen.
Amen. Yes. Amen. Okay, questions so far?
No.
Okay, great. I can't remember who asked after Azul. The Batman. The Nora, do you have to go, Nora? Okay, go. All right, so then I want you to think, so 18,000, 19,000, okay? I want you to think really quickly. Don't say it though. Don't say it. I want you to think which thousand 18,753 is closer to. Okay? Oh, hold on one second. I know you're helping her, but just listen to my voice right now, okay? So I want you to think which one it's closer to without doing the number line, without doing the midpoint. I just want you to think about it and circle it. Ready, go. Circle the one that you think it rounds to. What is it closer to? All right, when I snap my fingers, tell me which one you circled. Ready?
Yes.
19,000. Okay, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Talk in your group of how you knew it was 19,000. Ready, go. All right, cool. Give me 5, 4, 3. Starting over. Your job is to get quiet, not to count with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, cool. Dylan, what did your group say? Why did we know it was 19,000? Good, yeah, so anything above 500 is on this side, anything below 500 is on this side, right? Good, Alex, go ahead, and then Logan, you'll be next, okay? For bathroom, you'll be after Alex, okay? When Alex gets back, you can go. Okay, so good. Dylan, how did you know, where does 500 come into play? In between, right? That midpoint. So without even writing the midpoint down, we knew what the midpoint was, right? Our brains automatically know what that midpoint is, and it tells us to go up to 19,000, right? All right, awesome. Any questions on what we just did?
No.
Okay, great. Sweet. So this gets a little more tricky, okay? We're gonna do this one a little bit more together. So erase your board. Be ready to write what I tell you to write, okay? So erase your board, get ready to do math things. All right, cool. So now we're looking at between what two thousands is 346,560, okay? So remember, the 346 is all bundled together, okay? So I see, when I look at that number, I see that 346,000 is my lower one. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Yes. Half the class agrees. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
If the answer is no, can you tell me why you don't agree? Okay, great. All right, so then the next 1,000 up, think about it. The next 1,000 up from 346,000. Ready? Go. What is it?
347,000.
Good. Class, what is it? Go.
347,000.
Yes. Okay. Now, super fast. 346,560. Which one does it round to? Circle it. Go. You have 5 seconds. Pick one. All right. Cool. Raise your hand if you circled this one. It's okay if you did. If you did, that's okay. No shame. Raise your hand. You circled this one. Okay, raise your hand if you circled this one. Raise your hand if you didn't circle any of them. Okay, we gotta move faster. Okay? It is this one right here. Okay? Can someone who circled 347,000 explain to your classmates out loud to the class, how did you know it was this one? How did you know? Isaac, go ahead.
How I know is I use this strategy. If the hundreds, if in the hundreds place, it's 500 or above.
Mm-hmm.
That means rounding up.
Good. Yes. So if it's 500 or above, it rounds up. Good. And we looked to the place value to the right. Right? So the place value directly to the right of the thousands place is the 500 place. And so 5 tells us to go up. Good. Any questions?
No.
You guys are good? All right. Cool. One more thing I want to show you. Okay. So now that you guys kind of know that strategy, okay, you know that strategy of looking at the 1,000 below, the 1,000 above, right? I want to show you kind of the quick trick, okay, that you might already know. Maybe your parents have taught you or maybe another teacher has taught you. But now that you know the why, okay, I feel confident to tell you what the quick trick is, okay? So if you want a quick trick, I would look up here, okay? So let's say they wanted us to round this to the nearest 10,000s, okay? It doesn't say that, but let's say it wanted us to round to the nearest 10,000, okay? Think about it. What digit is in the 10,000s place? Go.
6.
6. Awesome. Yes, the 6 is in the 10,000s place, okay? So, just like as if I was finding my lower 1,000, my higher 1,000, and then finding my midpoint, right? My end point, my top point, my midpoint. I would look at 65,600, okay? And then once I found that higher 1,000, lower 1,000, okay, I would look at my midpoint, right? The place value next to it tells me what my midpoint would be, right? So I look at the place value next to the 10,000s. What digit is that? Go.
5.
5. What digit is that? Go.
5,000.
5. Good. The digit's 5. The digit's 5, okay? But the value is 5,000. You're right, okay? So the 5, remember, if it's 5 or above, we bump up. And if it's 4 or below, we stay the same, right? So 5 or above. Is that a 5 or above?
Yes.
Yes. So that 6, okay, is going to bump up to what?
7.
7, okay? And then everything after it turns into a 0, okay? You can go in Andres' case. So it's going to go in Andres' case, okay? So questions on how I did that quick trick? That can come in handy with your homework tonight if you're stuck, okay? I want you to try and do it in your head first. But if on your homework tonight you're stuck, you can use that, okay? And really quick, I'm going to show you how it makes sense with the number line, okay? So the 1,000 below would be 65,000. Okay? We're doing 10,000, sorry. We're doing 10,000, not thousands. Come on this way. Okay? So the 10,000 below would be 60,000. The 10,000 above would be 70,000. And my midpoint would be 65,000. So my number, 65,600, falls about right here. So it rounds up to 70,000, right? So we know all of that already, okay? I will wait until I see people who are not drawing, who are not looking down. They're looking up here, listening to Miss Witt. Okay, do we remember how I feel about drawing on a whiteboard while I'm talking?
Yes.
Do I feel good about it? No, I actually feel kind of disrespected when that happens. Okay? So, if you were up here giving a presentation or teaching me something, do you think you would want me to listen to you? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, especially if it's something important. And I feel that this is important. Okay? So, please close your whiteboard. Okay? Didn't tell you to write anything yet. We were writing a little bit, but now we're not writing. Okay? Everybody close it. Everybody close it. Isaac, sit up like a fourth grader, please. Isaac, close your whiteboard. Nora, close your whiteboard. Kendall. All right. Okay, can I move on?
Yeah.
Okay, does everybody see how I want you participating in class right now?
Yes.
You're sitting up like fourth grader, looking at me, paying attention to what I'm talking about. Okay, can I move on?
Yes.
All right, great. So we know this already, right? We know this strategy. But the quick trick that I just taught you, do you see how it connects to the number line?
Yes.
Kind of, sort of. If not, I can help you right now with that if you have questions on that. Okay, great. All right, I think you guys are ready. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna give you your homework. Okay. What's the first thing you're gonna do when you get it?
Name.
Write your name. Okay. First thing you're gonna do is write your name. Are you gonna get started on it right away?
Yes.
No, let's say no because I want to show you a couple things first, and then you can get started on it, okay? So you're going to write your name, and then you're going to do what? Wait, yes. Write your name and then wait. Sound good? Okay, paper monitors, come on up.
We have new paper monitors.
Yeah, whoever it is, come on
I'm
up.
with Alexia. Oh.
Okay. Do you have like a substitute or no?
I have teacher assist. Yeah.
Okay, who's teacher assistant? All right. Awesome. Okay, go. Make sure every desk gets one of everyone who's like here. So Alexia's gone today, and Avery just left, and she got one. So here.
Okay. Don't give Avery one.
Right, yeah, she already has one. So yeah, so not their friend. Yeah, not their friend. Whoa. So when you get it, what are you gonna do?
Write your name and then wait.
Write your name and then wait. Love it, love it. Go ahead. Where does the extra go? All right. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Everybody put their name on it?
Yes.
Are you sure? If the answer is no, put it on now. I'll wait. Give me a thumbs up once your name is on it and you're ready to move on.
Okay, they didn't give me one.
Okay, you can go to the extras then and go get it. Andres, did you get a homework? Okay. Give me a thumbs up once you put your name on it and you're ready to move on. Give me a thumbs up if you've put your name on it and you're ready to move on. I see people who look ready, but they don't have their thumb up. There it is. Lily, did you get one?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So it says, number 1 says round to the nearest 1,000. Okay. So you're going to look at what digit is in the thousands place. You guys are really familiar with this. So I know you can do it. Okay. And you're going to round to the nearest 1,000. If you need to use the number line, go for it. Okay. Bless you. We are trying to work towards getting away from the number line.
Bless you.
Bless you. But we also want to, make sure we're using the tools that are going to help us. Okay. So if the number line is going to help you, are you going to use it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Yuvia. All right. And then for D or for E, it says explain how you found your answer in D. Just explain what you did. Okay. Explain what you did. Then on 2, you're rounding to the nearest 10,000. Okay. 10,000. So you're looking at what digits in the 10,000s place, and then looking over to the right, and that's going to tell you whether it goes up or down. Okay. And then E, do your best to explain why 2 problems have the same answer. Okay? And you don't have to do the second part where you write another number. You can cross that out, okay? Just explain why two problems have the same answer.
So we don't have to do eat.
You do have to do eat, but don't do the second sentence. Write another number that has the same answer. Blah, blah, blah. Just explain why two numbers have the same answer, okay? So do you think you're going to have two numbers that have the same answer in this problem?
No. Yes.
Yes. It says explain why two problems have the same answer. So two of them out of the four are going to have the same answer. Christian? How do we ask in my class? Okay, you got to wait though, okay? I'm going to explain this and then you guys can go, okay? Azul, question?
So will we cross out that for all two of them?
So number two, yeah. So on number 2 and number 3E, just cross out the second. You don't need to write another number. You don't have to do that. But I do want you to explain why they have the same answer. So then 3, you're rounding to the nearest 100,000. Okay? Look at A for me really quick. Okay? Is there 100,000? Is there a digit in the 100,000s place on 3A?
No.
One person answered. Is there?
No.
No. Okay, right? I only see 10,000 and 1,000. Okay? So your 100,000 below is just going to be 0. Okay? And then the next 100,000 up would be 100,000. Okay? You guys see that?
Yes.
Okay. Questions so far?
No.
Good? Okay. Melanie, sure?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, and then 4 is going to be word problems. You guys can handle it. You've got it, okay? So you're going to solve the following problems using pictures, numbers, and words. So just do your best to solve the problems. I'm not picky about how, okay? As long as you solve it, okay? You ready to get started?
Yes.
Okay, you have about 10 minutes. It's pretty cool, okay? No other questions?
Yeah. But I don't know if this will be.
Okay. Then 1 second. So Dylan, you can go. Christian, when Dylan gets back, you can go. Elizabeth, question? Are you good? Oh, okay, we'll go after Christian. But by that time, we'll be at recess, friends. So Dylan, go. Oh, that's right. Okay. Thank you. Go when he gets back.